Virgo.
Hello everyone, it's great to see you, and the channel here is new, so I'm going to have to ask you to resubscribe so I can get these videos to your inbox. And before we start the forecast, let me just update you that your monthly recorded audio scopes are up, and also your daily scopes. And thank you for all the great feedback on that. It is for a limited time free for you to go listen every single day. So just go to the website here and you can see what is up on a daily basis. Let's go to your forecasts. Hello Virgo, this is your November forecast for 2013, and good to see you as always. And here this month, well, your sun is moving through the third house for communication. It is joined by the new moon, and it's a new moon eclipse this month, extra powerful new moon. And we also have Mercury retrograde there, at least until the 11th. So what does that mean, having an eclipse new moon in the third house? Well, all new moons have the power of intentions to bring forth new birth of thoughts and intentions, as we've always spoken about. But when we have an eclipse there, it also may remove something out of your life that no longer behooves you. The universe won't eclipse away those things that are still important and powerful for your future path. But something might leave at that point, and you'll see how that can liberate you as you're setting yourself up now for a more powerful, direct path. And for you, that is all about communication, how you communicate, who you communicate with, and also for short distance travel as well. And Mercury being retrograde here, well, it is the third house of communication, and it rules this house. So this retrograde will be extra strong here, and for you it will be perhaps connecting with a lot of people from the past that you haven't seen for a while, and catching up with them, and might be surprisingly so too, because it's in the sign of Scorpio. So there could be an ex or somebody also revisiting you here at this time, so don't be surprised. Now, also it wants to resolve whatever is unresolved. So it's kind of taking you back to the past to find that perfect balance, because this retrograde has also been in the sign of Libra, now coming in here into Scorpio now. And so it takes you a little deeper into your emotions, a little deeper into your consciousness. And so by the 11th, you should be up and running and moving forward again. So it's not really a good time to sign anything. And we say that always when we have Mercury retrograde, because Mercury rules also anything of documentation, papers, paperwork, and so forth, contracts, legal assignments, and so forth. And it tends to kind of just get lost in the haywire. So if you can hold off to after the 11th, and any time beyond that is good. The longer the better. You know, if you can wait a week more or two, that is perfect. Now we have a lot of things going on here, because we have Venus changing signs. We got Neptune that has been retrograde and asleep for a long time, is going to be moving direct on the 13th. For you, that will be in your area of relationships, the committed relationships. So that could be your spouse. It could be anybody you work with one-on-one, closely, a partnership. So if you feel that something has been a little in the gray zone, or where communication might not have been as clear, you'll see that that's going to start picking up here after the 13th. But give it a little time though, because when such a big body as Neptune has been going retrograde backwards, it takes time when it turns to kind of pick up momentum again. So in that, you'll see more so from December onwards that inspiration, that flow will come back in. And it is in the sign of Pisces, so it is very creative. It's spiritual. It's the spiritual communication and bond that you have with a partner that may come into focus as we move ahead over these coming months. Now, the full moon is on the 17th of this month. It will show up in your 9th house, excuse me, which has to do with higher understanding, teaching, learning something new, maybe signing up for a class, or maybe you will be traveling to some foreign place, as this area also rules long distance journey or connection with people in those faraway places. So you'll see how you may harvest from that connection here throughout the month. Jupiter is still in your 11th house for hopes, dreams, wishes, friendships, organizations, any kind of groups that you might be affiliated with. Jupiter here is going to go retrograde on the 8th. So if you have any big things to do here that you need to conclude, get it done before the 8th, because once she goes retrograde, she'll be asleep for the next 4 to 5 months. And even though Jupiter here is retrograde, it's such a positive planet that even when she's retrograde, she still works, she still gives, she still supports, but it may not be with that big oomph, you know, that you've been used to here over the last half a year. So yeah, get that all done by the 8th if you can, and then just know if you feel that that sudden support suddenly dries up a little bit, you'll know that it's just Jupiter sleeping, okay? You're going to have to rely a little bit more on your own self, support yourself when Jupiter is not there to kind of back you. Then we have romantic dates, and I know you're excited to hear about that. That's on the 7th and the 8th, when both Venus and Mercury are going to be sextiling Neptune. So it's a time to feel, share, experience, and also to communicate those very things that you're feeling. And for you, this will be also in the 4th house, so home and home environment will be important to you. Actually, Venus has moved into your 5th house, out of the 4th into the 5th, by the time that this sextile takes place on the 7th and 8th. And not only that, but this same Venus is going to partner up with Pluto in the 5th house for love and relationships. So that's a time for passion to really run strongly, to share with your partner. That will be on the 14th. And this area also has to do with joy, getting into your hobbies, doing those things that you love to do. And some of you might even be with a creative project. And if you're going to start or initiate anything here, Virgo, this would be a great time to do it, because with any conjunctions, we start up a whole new cycle. So it's going to be a year before Venus meets up with Pluto again. So great energy to have with you, to take with you further on this journey. If you are single and you meet somebody, well, this would start with a bang, a very powerful attraction. And it will also have the power to last and move on. And maybe, you know, couple that up with Neptune going direct in your long-term relationship house. Well, the two of these factors can move you emotionally and romantically ahead here this month. Then we have the Sun moving into Sagittarius. So it'll be moving out of this area where you have been very busy with communication, all the way up until the 21st, where you've been out and about, catching up with siblings, maybe neighbors, lots of extra errands. That's going to slow down. And now your focus will be more on the home and family environment from the 21st and onwards into December. But we have one date that you might want to note on your calendar, which could be important for you, and this is Mars. Mars is currently touring your 1st house of self, so you might feel more energetic here in November. And this Mars here is going to have a talk with Saturn. And this will be between your 1st house and your 3rd house. So it may have something to do with putting down new rules, regulations, getting some contracts in place perhaps. Mercury still retrograde to the 11th, so don't sign anything on the 9th. But it could be a good day for you to actually have some kind of communication that is important, to get something structured. Mars is really antsy now to get on with it. And you'll know exactly what I mean, because you are extra energized here this month. And then we have the full moon for you, ninth house. I did mention that. You can harvest something on higher learning or courses, starting something. Then if you have any tests here on the 17th, excellent time for it. But this is pretty much what we have here going on. I just want to say that the first couple of days here in November are going to be very active, very busy, very passionate, very energetic, and it all started with that Mars-Pluto trine here at the very last day of October. It's going to shunt you into the beginning of this month here with a lot of positive drive and energy. This is between you and love and a partnership, or you and a project. And from it, I'm seeing how you're gliding through these first few days of November with excellency, with point-specific goals that you will be able to achieve. You can move mountains here, Virgo, and I bet and trust that you will too. So hey, listen, it was good seeing you. Do subscribe, remember, so I can get you back on the subscribers list and get those videos directly to you in your inbox. And before you sign off, as always, go listen to your moon and rising signs so you can see extra what is coming in for you here this month of November. And I'll see you next month. Bye now. Okay, so let me walk you through how you're going to find your daily scopes and how to listen to them, download them. It's actually very simple. You go up here to the address bar and you type in zeitgeist.com. That is the home page. When it comes up, you go to your daily scopes right there, and you'll see you have your daily scopes right here. Now the ones that are activated, you will see that they are a little darker here in pink, and I add in as we go along. And these are free. It's a promotion until November 15th. So what you want to do, say you want to go to the 12th, well, you click on the 12th here on this page, and up comes here, and you will see on the right hand side the daily scopes right here, and you just go to your free download now. And you can check out other dates too if you want to go back in time. If something special happened, well, go check that out, you know, and see what happened that day. But say you want to download here October 11th, you go to free download. It will take you right here. You put in your email address. I'll put mine here. You go submit. And here is your daily scope right here. It'll say download, and it will download directly to you. You open up with your default player. I have Windows Media Player. Click OK. Up comes your file, and you will be able to listen to it immediately. It's just waiting here as it's uploading that file. And why is it taking a little bit? Let me just do that again. Open. There we go. There's the file, and it will start playing here immediately. And you can just listen through it, and it goes, they're probably mainly between 5 to 8 minutes. This one here is 5 minutes, but yeah. So you can listen to it, you can go back, you can listen to another date, you can come back every day. It is a free thing for right now, and if you would like to share this with your friends, go ahead and send them this link that I have here on Daily Scopes. I made a mini URL here, and you can just copy and paste this, oops, right there, and send that to your friends, and I will see you next month.